Are you ready for a story? Get yourself nice and cozy wherever you are, because we have got an awesome story coming your way. Hi guys, my name is Kat and I am here to tell you a story today. The story we are going to hear today is the story of the lion and the mouse. And this story is what's called a fable, which means that there is something that you can learn from the story, a moral that you can take out at the end. So see if you can hear it while you're listening, see if you can work it out, and I'll tell you what it is at the end. So, the lion and the mouse. There was a proud, beautiful lion sleeping in the middle of a clearing in a forest. He had had a bit of a long day, so he was having a snooze with his head resting there on his hands when, all of a sudden, a little mouse scurried into the clearing. This mouse did not want to have to talk to the lion. It was really terrified of it. And so it tried to sneak away, but often, like what happens when you're scared, he kind of freaked out a little bit, and in his hurry, he actually ended up standing on the lion and waking him up. The lion was not impressed about being woken up, and he was super grumpy. And as he leaned, stretched, and looked, and he saw this mouse, he quickly put his hand on and trapped the mouse. Because he was feeling so grumpy, he didn't feel very generous toward this mouse and turned and said, "You woke me up. That's it. I'm going to squash you." No, please, Mr. Lion, don't squash me," said the mouse. I'll do anything. I'll repay you if you let me go. The lion, as I said before, was pretty proud. He looked down at himself. He looked at the tiny little mouse. He couldn't see what this little mouse was going to be able to do for such a brave and strong lion as himself. But he kind of wanted to test it out. So he decided, okay, I'll let the mouse go. He didn't really think the mouse was ever going to repay him, but why not? It was a Tuesday. He was feeling good. So the lion let the mouse go, and the mouse scurried off, feeling very grateful that he'd managed to escape. It was a few days later when the lion was wandering through part of the jungle, and he got trapped by a hunter's net. It scooped him up all of a sudden, and there was nothing he could do. He tried to rip through it. He tried to bite through it. He tried everything, but he was stuck. This net had come down on him so quick, he hadn't even had a chance to escape. He just didn't know what to do, and he was so sad, he let out a huge roar that could be heard everywhere in the jungle. And guess who heard that roar? That little mouse that we talked about before. His ears pricked up. "I recognise that voice," the mouse said to himself, and he scuttled away to where he thought the noise had come from. As he came across the lion, he could see him squashed and trapped underneath this net that the hunter had put out. And the mouse knew exactly what to do. As he came up, he started to nibble and nibble and nibble at the ropes that were binding the lion. And after a little bit, the lion found he could move a little bit more. The mouse continued, nibble, 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 nibble. And all of a sudden, the lion was able to stand up. The ropes that were tying him down fell loose and all broken and tangled from where the mouse had been able to chew through it. The lion couldn't believe it. After his belief that the mouse would never be able to help him, the mouse had saved his life. It had got him free from this net that he, the big strong lion, hadn't even been able to get himself out of. I love that story because of the moral that comes from it. Did you manage to work it out? The moral was that kindness is never wasted. When you're kind to someone else, that gives them the chance to be kind back to you. And even though the lion never thought that would happen with a teeny tiny mouse, you can never judge someone by their size. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I enjoyed telling it. Good to see you guys.